Alright, hopefully I sound fine. This is just another quick run-of-the-mill gaming news video. I am currently in a new place right now. Recently I had to do a move, home renovations, you know how life is, so I haven't really had the chance to do any sort of new content for the past week or so. I apologize about that, but we have some goopy gloopy news in the gaming industry, and I kind of want to talk about this. So for the last 2 days, it's been kind of crazy on two topics. Number one is that, yes, the sales are going up with Xbox. We saw this with Nintendo not too long ago. Nintendo raised the prices of some of their games. Their games are now going up to $80, and I had a bit of a mixed reaction to that when I talked about the Nintendo Switch press conference that they had. I said everything that they're showing with the consoles and the games are cool, but I'm not sure about that price point of games now going up to $80, because I felt like 70 was enough. And then someone made a good point too, is that the prices are going up, but the quality is not always at an all-time high. You might get games that will middle between the 7s and the 8s and not the 9s all of the time, and that's definitely going to be a factor, an indicator into these games going forward and being purchased. Like, people are gonna say, if it's not really a 10 out of 10, is it really worth 80 or 90 bucks? You're gonna have those arguments, and the middleman is going to be once again isolated. The 8 out of 10 is not going to be good enough, and it's gonna give those people power. For Xbox's case, now I love my Xbox Series S. I think it is a relatively great entry-level platform, but it's like, why? Okay, Xbox has struggled a lot with maintaining a high volume of exclusives that are readily interesting. They do have exclusives that I enjoy playing, of course. I enjoyed, picking up stuff on Game Pass. I play Expedition on Game Pass, a whole bunch of other shit, Oblivion on Game Pass. I first got into Oblivion for the first time in history, and it's a good deal to play it on Game Pass and sort of experience it, and I had a lot of fun with that remaster. They are currently, in my personal opinion, the Game Pass access machine. And the consoles are getting higher. Now, I had the privilege to get an Xbox Series S for free. It was a gift, but let's look at this. So the 500 gig version is going up. It was $379 now. No, it's actually $379 currently, and it used to be $399. Sorry for that slip up. Then you have the Series S 1 terabyte. It is now $429. It went up from $349. Then you have the Series X digital. It's $549. It went up from the price range of $449. And then you have the Series X, which is the marquee Xbox console. It's the one with all the features and the upgrades and everything. It used to be $500. Now it's $600. And you see, so on and so forth. Controllers are going up, wireless controllers, elite controllers, which is now crazy. It's $150 for a fucking Xbox wireless elite controller. And then you move on to the wireless controller Series 2, the full, and that is $200 for that full set. So here's the thing, that shit is absolutely absurd. All right, this is extremely just absurd to me, because once again, I feel like, is this the after effect of tariffs for consoles? Of course, but I think digital, they were always going to sway in this direction. I talked to a friend about this before, and I told him that, look, games are going to increase for first party AAA developers. It is what it is. Now, naturally speaking, of course, Xbox having these increases, I can only assume for the digital front, we're going to see these price hikes come in for Game Pass. Like, Game Pass is going to get a bit more expensive, just like fucking Netflix or Disney Plus, where all the time, each time, every singular time, we see them raise the price over and over because they have to make those returns, they have demands they need to meet, they have games they are leasing out, developers that need the money. You have to factor all this into account when talking about this. One of the important things though, and like I said, I still love Game Pass. I'll be on Game Pass until I find it unsatisfactory. But one thing that's being talked about this is PlayStation going to drive the needle into the arm and raise their prices? Right now, Ghost of Yotei, you can pre-order that game for like $70. However, that being said, it's like, will the honeymoon phase end after Ghost of Yotei? And then there's the inevitable talks of next gen. I don't even want to fucking think about next gen gaming right now. I don't, because I know those consoles are gonna be like high level, entry level consoles at about fucking $900, $1,000, all that shit. It's just crazy. Like a 2 terabyte Series X is $730. These tariffs ain't no joke. Like, people, I was like, I knew big tech was going to increase this, but I didn't think that it would get to this crazy point. So what people are kind of doing now is they're going back and they're retroactively getting the consoles before the price hikes. They're trying to grab what they can. I'm lucky I got my PS5 at least when it was fucking $500. I know that shit's gonna probably go up too. And big tech and big companies and big firms and all that, they don't give a fuck about your feelings. They're going to raise the prices as well. So if you have favoritism towards Sony, you better kill it now, because they're gonna come out with their statement eventually. I know it. It's gonna be like clockwork. I know it. They're gonna come out with their statement and they're going to say, hey, look, the PS5s are going up, the Pros are going up. I mean, what can we do? Games are going up to $80, $90. Fucking crazy. My solution is I'll stay on Game Pass. I'll stay on PC, of course. Naturally speaking, for those entry level games that I want, that has to be of my relative interest, I still might pick them up. But all this means is I'm gonna wait for sales more on stuff I'm not confident about, or I'm gonna wait until it comes out on Game Pass, or I'm gonna wait until like heavy deep discounts. Like there's a fucking subreddit that says patient gamers. We just sitting here waiting for the sales, and when Wario64 uploads a sales figure of something going on sale for the holiday break or Christmas break or anything like that, summer, we're gonna jump on that like white on rice. That's what most people are going to do in this generation. They're gonna get more and more picky, and we will possibly see more and more games just fail, right? Everything is not gonna work out at $80 at this price point. It's just not gonna happen. And some stuff might, like people say, oh, GTA is going to sell no matter what they do. That we gonna talk about GTA later. That shit gonna sell like motherfucking hotcakes. Like it's a big brand IP, big brand loyalty. I think may skate across the line, but anything lesser than I don't know. Well, it remains to be seen. Then there's this. I was talking to my friend about this, where Mr. Matty Plays, he said everyone should go to PC since consoles are expensive now. PC is also going to go up in price too. If this is affecting big tech, and there was a technology firm not too long ago talking about the fact that, hey, PC prices, it might raise a bit for PC parts. That's also concerning. That means that building PCs, it's not going to be that ideal. Oh, you got to pay $500, you got to pay that $500, $550. Sorry if there's noise, by the way. You got to pay that $500, $550 in order to get that. And I'm just thinking to myself, yeah, parts might go up. Legacy parts might go up a bit. You never know what's going to happen at this point now. Am I really freaking out about it? Well, I guess maybe I'll just get my PC parts over the summer. and I'll build it that way before things start going absolutely fucking batshit crazy. Then you'll have scalpers and all that. It's a valid concern to have. I don't believe in putting it down whatsoever. It's a valid concern to have because there is leftover shit that people want to get with their technology and hobbies. For Mr. Maddie's logic here, it's a little bit puzzling because I remember when PC guys were saying $70 games wouldn't come over to PC, and then you see Silent Hill 2 Remake, when they announced that for all the platforms it was 70 when it dropped on the storefront. What makes you guys so confident that they won't do that with digital? They're going to do it. I believe the publisher will control what the price will be. They're going to do it. You're going to see $80 new games come out when those other publishers jump the ship. It's just inevitable at this rate. You can disagree with it. I'm disagreeing with it. I think 80 is a little bit too much. 80, 90, that's a little bit too much. I was fine with 70. That was cool. That was an okay price point for me, but above that is like, I don't know. That's kind of how I feel. I was like, I don't know about all that shit pimping. Overall, my conclusion on the prices is it will not stop people from enjoying the gaming hobby, but there's going to be people that will take a step back and reassess and say, fuck this, I'm not paying this much money for a console. I'm not paying $730 for a Series X. It's just not happening. There is no way. What is the incentives? You're gonna have a lot of people asking a lot more questions more often than not, and that's going to keep cropping up the more these big three keep doing it. Xbox, Sony, and Nintendo. Luckily though, Nintendo is keeping their prices for the Switch 2 for the console itself relatively the same, except the accessories are now going to be gouged. This tariff shit is annoying. I can't fucking believe that folks are like, hey, well, Donald Trump is going to save America and all this other stuff, and this stuff is going to be absolutely fine. There's going to be no complaints whatsoever. The tariffs are getting delayed and all that shit, and it just seems like capitalism at its finest fucking us over yet again. And that's why I fall in line of being the cynical American in this regard. Being the cynical person, it's just disheartening to see that gaming, where it used to be relatively entry level, is now just something where it's so fucking pricey. You gotta be picky and choosy like a bitch. It's insane. Then we move on to Grand Theft Auto 6. This is the second part of the gaming news video where I talk about the GTA delay. Everyone and their blind grandma saw this coming a mile away. There's no rhyme or reason where you shouldn't have seen this coming, because Rockstar always are quality whores. They are quality thoughts. They are quality sluts. They love to work on a game. They love to crunch during Christmas, supposedly, on GTA 6 and try to get it right. And this whole time we don't see advancement trailers, we don't see more gameplay, we don't see more presentations. In the back of my head, I'm a massive Grand Theft Auto fan. One of the best gaming series, in my opinion, out there on the market. I fucking love GTA. I always can go back to GTA. These games basically were my childhood on the PS2 with Vice City, GTA 3, and San Andreas. I knew this delay was coming because if you want to ensure maximum quality, maximum perfection as much as you can get, you're going to need to take time with that. Perfectionism usually takes time. Rockstar, they are no strangers to this logic, and I suspected this to happen. GTA 6 is now going to release May 26, 2026. It's a nice little May 26, 2026. It all kind of, culminates at the end of those numbers. It rhymes a little bit. We are very sorry that this is later than you expected. The interest and excitement surrounding a new Grand Theft Auto has been truly humbling our entire team. We want to thank you for your support and patience as we work to finish the game. With every game we have released, the goal has always been to try and exceed your expectations, and Grand Theft Auto 6 is no exception. We hope you understand that we need this time to deliver at the level of quality you expect and deserve. We look forward to sharing more information with you soon. Sincerely, Rockstar Games. At least they are modest enough to say that we are getting more updates, so I assume we are definitely getting a trailer to close out the year for sure on GTA. Maybe sometime in October as usual, September, October. Let's drop that shit and let's see. Grand Theft Auto is a bombshell franchise. It truly is, and honestly, when fucking this game comes out, is going to shut down the entire gaming scene as we know it. Time will stand still. But the funny thing is that now developers know what games they need to get out before May 2026. I saw this on the Silent Hill subreddit, and it said now that GTA 6 has been delayed till next year, Silent Hill F is safe to release this year. Now, they gotta get this game out whenever, because I believe for late May, fucking June, and fucking July is going to be nothing but Grand Theft Auto talk for the next few months, and people playing that game for the next few months, meaning a release near that time is absolutely, how can I put this? I mean, it kind of is what it is. It's like career suicide at this rate. I don't know, bruh, why would you even attempt to do that? And I think all developers are like, we don't want the smoke, we better plan ahead, and that's exactly what they're gonna do. It does mean you're going to see more announcements, you're gonna see games moved up. Apparently Borderlands 4 got moved up because Grand Theft Auto 6 is not coming out this year, and that's good. That is good. You guys now know what time it is, and you know when to get these announcements ready. Hopefully we get a Resident Evil announcement ready. The anniversary for RE is coming out March 2026. That's the perfect time to release a game in the early brunt of the year, because when May comes, when the summer comes, it's going to be the summer of GTA, and that's just, it is what it is. I do suspect more games will come out a little bit afterwards, like, you know, maybe your Octobers and your Septembers of next year and your Novembers, but the fucking summer is locked down. And it is a good thing that we're going to get distinctive release dates and distinctive updates from developers and all that shit to come out. So I think that's pretty good. I think that is pretty good, but it's gonna be fucking shut down next year. So we know what time it is. At least we're gonna be playing Ghost of Yote in October. People are saying like fucking GTA is gonna release October this year. If it did, I'll be like, oh my god, Sony, you better move. But no, they good right now. So people making memes. This is when all the developers are launching their shit before GTA 6. It's like funny, the whole meme with Monsters Inc. I saw that earlier and I was laughing my fucking ass off, bro. It was funny as hell. Okay. But tell me what you think in the comment section below. How do you feel about the delay of GTA 6? Are you going to be happy that some of your potential wish list games are going to now reveal themselves, because now developers have leeway to work around that? And what do you guys think of the whole fucking price hikes with Xbox and the idea of these tariffs and the overall other idea that people are saying, where it seems like the prices are going up but not the killer apps themselves to justify certain consoles? How do you feel about that? Do you think that's true? Do you think that's false? Are you in the middle, and do you feel content with the prices and everything, or not? Let me know in the comment section below, as I'm getting called. What the hell? But I'll talk to you guys next time. Later.